I understand your frustration as a woman over 50. You want weight loss. You want to lose weight, but you're hungry and you're tired and you've done the diets and they just don't work. I have been there and I've done that too, so I know how you feel. We want to lose the weight. We've tried and tried again and again, and it just keeps coming back. We starve ourselves. We don't get the nutrients we need. Our body can't function. We're hungry. We're craving things. We cannot live off of willpower. Willpower will not help you lose weight long term. It only works temporarily. And so the challenge is always going to be managing the hunger, turning off the cravings, because willpower is not going to work long term. That's just something we do short term. If we do live on willpower alone, that's just going to make you feel so stressed out and be in a sympathetic state where you're always rushing around and worried about everything, because you just don't have that calm sense of purpose that's going on. You don't have that calm sense of success. You're worried all the time. You're in overwhelm. And it's painful. I lived there most of my life. You've probably heard before that my story in losing my 30s and my 40s to low-calorie dieting, not getting the right food for my body, and I was feeling hungry all the time. So when you're feeling hungry, you reach for the foods that are going to make you feel better in the moment. But why are we hungry? So I couldn't lose my weight before my 50s. And I struggled my whole weight with obesity. And I used to weigh 225 pounds. I could not lose the weight because I couldn't fix my cravings. I didn't know how to turn off the hunger. And it's a hormonal process. Our bodies were designed to seek out food, to get hungry, to get fat for winter so that we can survive starvation. And so that is part of the problem. We have to look at this from a hormonal point of view. And it has nothing to do with calories in, calories out, unless you're looking at the fact that we do need more calories, not less calories, because we're starving. And if you're starving, your body is not going to work the way it's meant to. So you cannot live off of 500 calories, lose weight permanently. Your body will always rebound hormonally and cause you to gain more weight because you will be hungry and you will seek out food, because that is the way the body is designed. And so here's what you need to know. You don't have to starve. Your body needs nutrients, and we need to get these nutrients from protein. So it's not about eating less, but eating more and getting the right amount of protein so that we could turn off our hunger, turn off the cravings, get the right amount of amino acids from animal protein, and actually get the right amount of neurotransmitters that we can't get these from a vegetarian diets. It's not enough protein. And that is why you don't gain as much muscle too if you're on more of a grain-based diet with too much fruit. We're still not getting enough amino acids, the right amount of protein to turn off the appetite, because your body will continue to look for food until you get the right amount of protein. And your body needs neurotransmitters. You get these from amino acids. If you do not, we need to eat more to have this process work for our body. So I get it. I've been there. I have had the frustration, the overwhelm of trying to figure out how to lose the weight. And the whole world is telling you, count calories, cut out the fat, cut out the protein, and you lose the weight. Or eat the protein, don't eat the fat. You need to eat more to lose the weight, especially as women over 50, when we need to balance our hormones. We need fat for our brain. We need fat to absorb our nutrients. Otherwise, the body breaks down and is unhealthy. And so we want to look at this as a 2-for-1 punch, where you get the right amount of protein, you get the right amount of nutrients for your body, you get to be healthy to lose the weight. Eating more nutrients getting more calories actually helps your body lose weight if you do it correctly. And so this is not about eating all the processed food and adding in protein. It's about taking out the processed food and keeping in the protein and the fat. Eating vegetables, some fruit, nuts, seeds, olives, avocados, good fats from animal sources, from coconut, from olives, from avocados. These are the foods that make your brain and your body function. That's the big idea. How can we get our body to function? How can we get our brain to work the way we want it to work so we could turn on our brain function and feel amazing? So we could not worry when we wake up in the morning about what we're going to wear, what we're going to do, worry about gaining a pound or 2 pounds or 5 pounds. What if we stop the weight gain? Isn't that a big idea? Let's stop the weight gain. Let's turn off the appetite, turn off the hunger, turn off the cravings, and get our nervous system back under control. And the only way to do that is to add in the protein. So we need to eat more to lose the weight. And so that is getting your body back on track, giving your body the nutrients it needs so that it actually can lose the weight. And so you'll have to get healthy to lose the weight. If you're not healthy, your body's going to hold on to the fat, or you might not be eating enough calories. Your body's going to lower your metabolism. Muscle is your basal metabolic rate. If you do not eat enough protein to build muscle, you're going to have a lower basal metabolic rate. We want to raise your metabolism. We don't want your body to lower your metabolism. Remember the big losers? They were eating very low calories and exercising to excess, and they damaged their metabolism. Most of them gained all the weight back and then some. And from what I heard, it was permanent damage. It was so bad. Hopefully they've been able to repair it. Maybe they, we want to look at how can we repair our body and reclaim our health to have the best health that we want to have. And so let's not worry and being stuck in overwhelm. Let's have a plan. Let's build this roadmap back to health. And so I understand all the frustration that women go through when they're trying to figure out how to lose the weight and the diets don't work. We've done all the diets, ladies. We've done them all. We've done them all. They don't work. How about eating more? 3 square meals a day with natural fats and a little bit of fruit and a little bit of carbohydrates if you need them to start off. 3 square meals. Did you know that that's what we used to do before the 1950s, up to the 1950s, maybe even to the 1970s? There was not an epidemic of obesity or diabetes, as Dr. Mark Hyman says, because that's obesity and diabetes tied together, because that's what's happening. What protected us was eating protein and eating natural fats with our food. And we didn't snack in between our meals. We had 3 square meals a day. And we weren't hungry. We weren't starving. We were able to wait for our meals. But what has happened is that because of some poor studies that were not done correctly, that were done on trans fats specifically, they told us to take out the fats. Well, trans fats are dangerous, but natural fats are not dangerous. And so a lot of the studies that were done on trans fats. Most of them were done on trans fats, which are dangerous. They're mechanically changed fats. They're not natural. And so when you eat natural fats, you protect your body. When you eat protein, you protect your body. These are what our bodies need to function and to work correctly. And so that's what they took away from us. And so if you look back at the pictures back in the 1950s and earlier, people were not obese. And they were not obese because they still ate protein and still ate the good fats with their meals. And they didn't have the ultra-processed foods. They didn't have all the sugars in the diet. They didn't have the modified wheat and all of the frankenfood that's come about now. Now we're told to cut the fat, cut the meat out, cut the red meat out. Now you're not getting the amino acids you need for your brain to work, so your hunger is higher. You're not getting the fat to satiate your appetite with the protein. So our brains are a mess, our nervous systems are a mess. And we can't function, we can't focus, we can't do what we need to do. Maybe we're overwhelmed and depressed, depending on how your body reacts to the wheat, the sugar, and the grain overload that can cause depression. And so, what if we just ate more food to lose the weight and get healthy? Go back to the way our ancestors used to eat, the way our grandparents used to eat. Eat more protein, natural foods, and that'll fix our cravings by not dieting. And so the way to lose weight and to keep it off permanently, to finally get the weight loss you want to have, is actually look at your body to get healthy to lose the weight. And when you get healthy to lose the weight and you eat the diet that's natural for our body, the weight loss becomes easier because you turn off the hunger, you no longer have the cravings, you're not stuck in worry and overwhelm and stress. And you know what to do, and you know that your body's working for you, that you're giving your body the nutrients that it needs to succeed. That's the process. And so we want to eat more to lose the weight. We want our body to be healthy to lose the weight. If your body is sick and unhealthy, it's going to hold on to the weight gain. If you're not getting the right amount of calories for your body to function, you're going to lower your basal metabolic rate, and it's not going to work the way you want it to work. And so I couldn't succeed in my 100-pound weight loss until I started following this process. I didn't lose my weight until I ate more to lose weight. I didn't lose all my weight until I got healthy to lose the weight. And that is the secret weight loss process. And so when you combine all of this together with a low-carb diet and get the right natural fats for your body, you get excited again. Your brain turns back on. You feel more excitement to actually focus on the action plans because you can't do it if you're hungry. You have to turn off the hunger. And so when you turn off the hunger, it works. It works, ladies. Guys, it works. That's always going to be the challenge. We have to manage the hunger, turn off the cravings, and not use willpower to lose the weight. We can get excited about living again. And so once I started a low-carb diet, took the fruit out, brought in the fat, brought in the protein, I dropped 20 pounds. I fine-tuned this over the years. I got my body healthy to lose the weight step by step by step. I didn't know exactly what I needed to do at the time, but I do know now. And that's why I've combined it into my holistic low-carb method with functional diagnostic labs to find your hidden healing opportunities and weight loss blocks so we can dial it all in, collapse the time it takes for you to get healthy so you could have the weight loss that you want to have. Get healthy to lose the weight, eat more, not less, stop counting the calories, stop the hunger, stop the cravings, bring in the protein, manage your neurotransmitters with the right amount of amino acids, build muscle. Because muscle is the longevity factor that we need as we're aging beautifully and adventurously in our 50s, 60s, and 70s, and 80s, and 90s, ladies. We can have longevity, but you need strong bones, not butter bones. You need strong muscles that are building. You want that, which you have to do protein to get those. And we need fat for the brain. Did you know that your brain is mostly fat? If you don't give your body cholesterol, and eggs are good food. If you need the cholesterol for your body, it's not, did you know your body will make 80% of the cholesterol? So if you don't eat cholesterol, your body will make it. Your body is designed to make cholesterol because it is essential. If you think you need to eat a low cholesterol diet, you're going to be hungry. You're going to have hunger and cravings. It's not going to work. Studies have shown that higher levels of cholesterol actually have a longer mortality. You have a longer lifespan. There is more mortality with lower cholesterol levels. Those studies are out there. We want to eat to be healthy for our body to lose the weight. We want to get healthy to lose the weight. I couldn't get healthy I couldn't lose the weight till I got healthy. I had to bring back the protein. I had to bring back the fat. I still eat vegetables. I eat a little bit of fruit. But everybody's body's going to be in a different place. It even depends on what your mom was doing when you were in the womb. If they didn't get enough nutrients, that's going to mess up your metabolism as an adult. And I probably messed up my kids' metabolism because I perhaps wasn't eating the right way that I needed to do when I was pregnant with my children. And they've shown studies on this as well, that it is multi-generational. What we eat affects our children downstream. And so we have become a world of obesity. We've become a world of unhealthy, obese people. But obesity isn't our natural birthright. And we can choose not to have obesity by getting the knowledge and changing our understanding of what we need to do. So the whole idea is for you to understand that we need to eat more, not less, to lose the weight. And we need to get healthy to lose the weight. And to do that, we need to bring back in the protein. We need to bring back in the fat. And turn off the hunger. Turn off the cravings. And when we do that, the weight loss becomes easier. And then it's easier to eat back to nature, to eat the way our ancestors ate. We were not designed to eat all that sugar. It's sugar in tiny amounts isn't going to hurt our body. But when you're eating it all day long and drinking it in a soda and drinking juice and putting that huge sugar load on the body, huge glucose load in your blood, that is diabetes in the making. We are not designed to have sugar levels turned on 24/7, all the time, 365 days out of the year. We are actually meant to be in ketosis during winter, fatten up during summer, but not to have it all turned on all at once. And so I understand what it feels like to be overweight. I understand what it feels like to have the cravings. I could not beat these cravings until I took the fruit out, finalized that. I had already gone paleo. I'd already taken out the wheat. I'd read Dr. William Davis's Wheat Belly book. I will not go back to wheat. It's a toxin to our body. It messes up your brain. If you have any depression, you should not be on wheat. If you have any colitis, you don't want to be on any wheat. If you have gut dysfunction, we need to take out the interferences so that we can get healthy to lose the weight. It's not as hard as it sounds, especially when you work with somebody like me who's going to help hold your hand and help guide you. You just want to have it. You want to know that you can do this. And if you choose to do this, then it's going to happen, because we can lose the weight. But we can't lose the weight if we're counting calories and eating low fat, because we're not getting the nutrients that our body needs. We're not getting the neurotransmitters. And then we end up with more brain dysfunction, Alzheimer's, depression, and diabetes. Alzheimer's, they're calling that diabetes 3. It's metabolic dysfunction, a metabolic disease process. And you'll have to reset your metabolism and reset your blood sugar levels and find out what's in the way. And so when you run functional diagnostic labs to find out what's going on inside your body, under the hood, take your body in for a check-in once a year and find out what you need to do. That's how it works. And I am so grateful that I am out here helping empower women to make this choice, to give you the information you need to know that it's not calorie counting that's going to give you the weight loss. If you want finalized weight loss, finally and for good, permanent weight loss, that's what I've got. I am aging beautifully and adventurously and living my life as a health adventure, because I found my weight loss and diabetes solution by living a low-carb lifestyle, turning off the cravings, turning off the hunger. I got healthy to lose the weight. Finally got healthy to lose the weight. I had to dial it in. It took me 10 years, but I figured it out. And so now you don't have to struggle, because I figured it out for you. That's my holistic low-carb method, and I'm here to help you. And so don't forget, get healthy to lose the weight. Add in more food, not less. It's time to eat natural fat, natural protein as a woman over 50 so that you can get your body healthy to lose the weight. All right, talk to you soon.